All right, folks, it is almost, and it's hard to believe, but it is getting closer and closer to summertime. The weather right now is really mild and pleasant. And that just means that we're kind of focusing in on Forest Festival. And Anna Liljus is on the line with me right now. Anna, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today, Jeff?
I'm good. So, we have got some upcoming deadlines that we want to make sure people are aware of, especially when it comes to a new expanded amount of high schoolers for Forest Festival and royalty. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so this year I'm really excited that we have 7 scholarship opportunities for high schoolers, and we have extended positions for freshmen and sophomores in high school. So, our freshmen and sophomores have ambassador positions that are a $500 scholarship. It is a lighter commitment than the full royalty court, but we still want you involved with our community groups like Kiwanis and Rotary, coming out to Forest Festival weekend, and then the opportunity to travel with our bigger courts to other festivals throughout Western Washington, if
You know,
able.
this makes a lot of sense because just a few years back, you had opened it up for junior royalty into the junior high, and then there was kind of a lull there, and so the kids were excited and they were part of Forest Festival, and then they get to high school and they had to wait a few years to get back into it. So this is kind of just a great continuation of that.
Yep, so a plug for our button contest as well. So third graders all the way through 12th graders get to work with our button competition. And then we have ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th graders on the big kid court, which are scholarships. And then junior royalty is 6th, 7th, 8th graders. And that is an essay contest. And we look for one representative from each school in the county.
So again, this is open, like you just said, to all the schools across Mason County. So no matter where you go, you are interested and good opportunity to get involved here. So what are some of these deadlines? I know that the deadline for the high schoolers is coming up quickly.
Scholarship applications for ninth through 12th graders is Friday, February 6th. There is an online application on our website. So, again, MasonCountyForestFestival.com, and I have a royalty page. And then there are a couple supplemental things down there, like your resume, copy of your school transcript. So, we are looking for students with a GPA of a 3.0 or above because these are an awesome opportunity that does take you away from school a couple days.
And then later in the month of February will be the deadline for junior royalty. And there's not, again, as much of a commitment on that one either.
Nope. So our junior royalty, we ask that you attend our parade on Saturday, which is in May this year. We're going to talk about that in a hot second.
Mhm.
But our 6th, 7th, 8th graders, again, this is an essay contest. So write a short 1-page essay, and that is due back to our royalty email the end of February, which is Friday, February 27th.
Legends of the Timber is this year's theme, and that sounds like a great one to get everyone involved, especially with the huge history of Forest Festival in our community. And like we were just teasing a little bit, Forest Festival actually is earlier than people might think. It's May 28th through May 31st this year. So as you're making your summer plans, be here for that weekend. Why is it that weekend?
It is the first full weekend after Memorial Day.
Okay. That I think is gonna definitely will do a great job to help folks remember that and get ready for that. A lot of folks, I think, if you ask them, they said, "Well, it's the first weekend in June," but it just depends on the Memorial Day weekend and how it all shakes out. So, Legends of the Timber, all the things that are happening are coming up. The big one is right now. If you have kiddos or know kids that have are in high school, they are more than open to apply for this. I'll put the links to that in the show notes for folks to get right there into it. Some great opportunities now for freshmen and sophomore. Juniors and seniors, of course, are going to have a good chance to be a part of the court as well. And over the last couple years, you've had some good representation, not only from Shelton High School, usually a stronghold there, but some of the folks from North Mason coming involved too. Love to see some additional input and support from Merriam Knight schools, Hood Canal schools for some of the junior royalty and things like that.
Yeah. And we had Cedar High School representation on our court as well. And if you guys want to figure out who ends up winning these scholarships and ends up being on our court, Jeff is actually going to be accompanying us at Coronation, which is
Yes.
March 14th at 6 p.m. at the Shelton High School Performing Arts Center.
It's always such a fun time to be there throughout the whole day as the program takes shape and the parents get ready to go, or the parents or whoever brings them up on stage and kind of gives their little spiel about this is my daughter, this is my sister, things like that. And it's just a fun night to really kickstart Forest Festival. We find out who the button winner is that night. We'll find out who the grand marshal for the parade is that night. And there's some great community support when it comes to the judging. You were on the court, of course. When was that again?
2014.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's it like to be still able to help these kids grow and become royalty themselves? And now you've kind of taken more of a kind of owner leadership role into this whole program.
I mean, it's so exciting to be able to give back to the community. I was able to use my scholarship for my secondary education. So I got a music degree and a business degree and an MBA out of all of that. So being able to come back to the town and really work with students, I was a Christian school kid. So I didn't have the natural progression into the Shelton School District. And so I knew what it was kind of like to be on the outskirts. I lived at Mason Lake out in Grapeview. So I wasn't a Shelton kid. And it was really exciting to just bring all that back and then spread our history. We have such a rich history within Forest Festival. It's amazing to know that our high climbers used to be on national TV. Like, they were entertainment. We were world famous at one point. So it's really wonderful to bring the kids back to that history because I think there is still so much to learn. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's pretty cool to have little kids look up to you and be like, you are amazing. So
You're like a princess,
it's true.
queen of
And
the
we have
forest.
guys. I mean, it's so cool. Guys, you're not a prince. You get to wear Romeos and plaid, and I give you an axe. I don't sharpen it for you. So, I mean, it's really fun. I think it's a really good broad representation, and we get to hit all corners of our community.
Get involved. If you know kids who would be perfect for this, make sure they get it in by February 6th. We'll put again the link in the show notes here. Scholarships ranging from $500 all the way up to $2,000. Now open to freshmen and sophomores as well to be ambassadors of Cedar and ambassadors of Spruce. Plus, the junior royalty is a good lead up into the high school setting for those other opportunities for Forest Festival. Coronation coming up. We'll tell everybody about that. And again, to Forest Festival weekend, a little earlier than you may think. It is May 28th through May 31st. Legends of the Timber is this year's theme. Anna, it's always good to see you.
You too. Thank you, Jeff, for taking your time highlighting what we get to do for our community. Again, 7 scholarships, almost 20 grand to give out. So excited for what we get to do for you guys this year.
Thank you.
Of course.